Hi friends, welcome back to Epidaga's Dumbbox. This is Akshay Daga, and in our previous videos we have seen some basic applications, not application exactly. We have run one program of blinking LED on Raspberry Pi 3, but this is not exactly what Raspberry Pi 3 is meant for. Generally, we follow an architecture for any IoT application. See, from this diagram you can see from left to right. These are Node MCU or any node point. We can use Arduino Mega board or Node MCU also. For here, these are the nodes. Actually, you can see these are three nodes. So these are used to collect some temperature data or any data using some sensor. So let's assume some sensor are connected to these three node MCU, and some data is collected using those sensors, and those value whatever data we collect, that is sent to Raspberry Pi 3. So here Raspberry Pi 3 is acting as gateway. So it collects data from all the nodes, and then whatever data is received at Raspberry Pi 3, we perform some action on that, like we log data or do some kind of analysis or whatever is required. Then after that, whatever selective data we need to transfer forward to the cloud, we send that data to the cloud here. Okay, so that is the basic architecture. So from this architecture we got to know that Raspberry Pi 3 is used as server or gateway. So in this video I'll show you how we can use Raspberry Pi 3 as use Raspberry Pi as a server. So for an example I'll show you how to activate CGI HTTP server on Pi 3. Okay, so what is CGI HTTP server? So basically in our last video we have seen that we have written one Python script to blink LED, and we have run it using Raspberry Pi 3 Pi 3 only. Like you can see, this is the Pi 3 desktop of Pi 3, and here we have written one code, that is blink LED. We opened it here and we ran it using terminal or some any other IDE. But this is now how it works. So using CGI HTTP server, what we can do, we can open any browser, and from browser we can enter that link, basically the IP address of the Pi 3, and whatever command we give through the browser, that will happen. Okay, for example, I have one script, that is this LED blink 20. So I'll write its path on a browser. Because of that, whenever I put that link in the browser and hit enter, so it will give command to the Pi 3 that whatever name I have given, run that script, and whatever output will be generated, send the output on the browser. So in this way we can run any script on Pi 3 from remote location using some browser. So I will show you how we can do that. So how to activate or configure CGI HTTP server on Pi 3. So follow this step. This step will be given in the description also. Link will be given in the description. You can go there and visit my blog. There everything will be given in the detail. So basically what we had to do, we have to make one dictionary, that is CGI bin, and then we have to copy some file, and I'll show you how we can do that. Okay, basically I'll start from the scratch. See, when I click on the file, this is my home directory. So create new folder here and put its name as CGI-bin. Don't give any other name. We need to write this only. Then open that and click on create new empty file, and in this case I have written this blink py. Write this code. This code will also be, everything will be given in the description. Okay, so write this code. This is just simple code, whatever we have seen in our previous video. We have added only few things, that is this is the first line, it is mandatory, and then we added this print commands, that is this is the response we will see on the browser window. Okay, once that is done, then right click on this, go to properties, permissions and click on execute and select anyone, means anyone can execute this file. Once that is done, then what you have to do, you have to go to user lib python 2.7 and copy this file. So we will go to user lib python 2.7 and cgi. See, these are, there are two files, CGI http server.py and CGI http server.pyc. You have to copy this one, copy this and go to home, that is your home/py, and paste it here. Don't paste it anywhere else, okay, paste it here only. So right now what we have in our home directory, we have this CGI http server.py file, then one folder named CGI-bin, and inside that folder we have one script which is executable Python script, which we have written for blinking LED. Now we won't run this program from here. So now everything we have done, we have followed all these steps. Now we will start the server, CGI server. For that, go to terminal, okay, and type, first of all go to home directory, cd hive tilde. So right now we are at home directory, and type this command, python -m cgi tab. So we got the complete name. This is the complete command, and hit enter. Once you hit enter, you can see that server serving HTTP on 0.0.0.0 port 8000. So port 8000 is assigned. Generally only 8000 is assigned all the time. Okay, now our CGI server is on. We will check how we can access these files. So now we'll go to our laptop, open browser and type whatever IP is assigned to the Pi. So for that we will open one more terminal, that is if, we will type if config. You can see IP of our Pi is 192.168.0.35. so 192.168.0.35 colon and 8000. 8000 is the port. Now we'll hit enter. You can see, we can see all the directories in home directory. These are the folders in home directory. If I go into any other folder, let's say this apdaga_python, and click on any Python script, it will show me the script. Okay, we don't want that. We want this script to be executed, and whatever output is we have written in that script, we want that output to be visible on this window, browser window, and that will happen only in this folder CGI_bin. You can see I can access all other folders, but I can't access this CGI bin. It will always show this error. Okay, so inside that CGI bin you can see I have this blink.py. okay, and open, see. Now if you can see when I hit from my browser, this is the IP of my computer. It shows what I searched for. I searched for picture folder, then these folders, and this is the response code. 200 means okay, and 403 means some error, because last time we tried to open CGI-bin and it doesn't open. Okay, so when this script will be executed, our LED will blink for 4 times, and after that executed the task. this will be visible on the browser. So I will show you. You can check here. This is the LED, and I'll show you. One second. I'll type here first. We have to write cgi-bin slash whatever is the name of the script. The name of the script is blink.py, and whenever I'll hit enter, that script will be executed. Then that script will be executed sequentially. First of all, our LED will blink for 4 times, and then we will see the response on the browser. So you can check it. I'll show you the LED also. I'm clicking on enter. You can see 2, and task is executed. That is executed the task. So actually, sorry, our LED was supposed to blink for 2 times only. Okay, on off on off. Okay, so it blinked for 2 times, and then we saw the response. This is how our CGI server works. This was the basic demo. There are many more applications. In next video I will show you. I will collect the data, temperature data, using Node MCU from sensor LM35. Then that data I'll send to Raspberry Pi. Then our Raspberry Pi will log that data in one file, and the same data will be sent to ThingSpeak server, and there we will observe the graph, temperature versus time. Okay, so that will be the complete architecture of any IoT application. So for that I can show you some basic things right now. See here, this is one more script. I'll show you, values.py, and this script is very simple. Here what we are doing, uh, we will collect data, means just like I told you, I'll collect temperature data from LM35 using Node MCU, and that data I'll send to Raspberry Pi 3, and I'll log that data on Pi 3. So this is how I can do that. Here I'll show you one more demo in this video only. See, this is just simple script. Here what is happening, I'll collect data from browser. Whenever I hit one link, that data will be collected and will be stored in one file. That file will be text file. I'll change the name, out.txt. Okay, so I'll save it. We have to follow all the steps, like save this file, then change the properties, go here and execute anyone, then okay, then check our server is running or not. Our server is running at this time. We know the IP. Then the format is, go here, cgi-bin, then write the name of the script, that is values.py, values.py, then question mark, then name of the parameter. So name of the parameter is field1. Okay, and then equal to whatever value we put. So field1 equal to whatever value I will put 20, 30, 40, 50, and we will see that what happens. So I'll hit enter. Okay, we don't see any response because we haven't written any response in that script. So 20, then 30, I'm changing the values and putting it 40, 50. Okay, so basically this script was running on Pi 3, but I was executing this script from the browser. I was triggering the script from browser. So go to home directory, their new file must have been the see text file underscore out. When I open this file, you can see all the responses I have entered in the browser, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So in this way I can log the data in on Pi 3, whatever I get using through internet. So here I have sent some data from the using browser through internet on Pi 3, and I have logged that data on Pi 3 in one file. So these are the basic demo. Using this, these are only for understanding. From whatever I think how architecture works and basic knowledge you got from this demo, and I'll show you the application in my next video. Okay, hope you like this video. Click on like button. If any doubt, put it in the comment box, and if you want to watch some more videos like this, subscribe this channel. Thank you very much. You are watching Epidaga's Dumb Box. This is Akshay Daga signing off. Thank you.